And we are back with round 2. Fight!
So, Fish, talk us through the matchup. What can we expect from our players?
So, on the right, we've got Alex with Chaos with updates from Opus 24. Interesting to see what we get in there. And Kiddy playing not fire, playing mono ice.
But I do think there are some fire cards hidden in there.
Well, we shall see.
But I think, this is one of the new mono ice priming decks. So, Kiddy running the Ifrit Clives in there as well. And then Alex, just good old-fashioned Chaos. If they're good old-fashioned, it's only one set old. And I love that. We had 10 viewers when we turned on the stream. People have seen Chaos. 2 people have already logged off.
Yeah, I don't blame them on that one. So I'm just going to make jokes about how I have the championship mat next to me and it might disappear. Just saying.
Well, you've said it live on stream now, so if it does go missing, you've incriminated yourself.
That's fine.
Give me free license for me to steal it and blame it on you.
Damn it.
But anyways, if you're tuning in, guys, more shit talk. Oh, I shouldn't say that.
More
beep talk.
More of that.
That's what it's all about. As we delve into the road to CACTIMANIA. I feel like I'm going to do that every round so that we get it on all the YouTube games.
Sure. And obviously, talking to YouTube, don't forget to give us a share, like, and subscribe. And a big thank you to everyone so far. We finally cracked the 600 mark, which is very nice. So thank you for that.
Alex is already ordering his food for 5 minutes' time, because he knows his game's going to be over. Getting his delivery in.
Pretty sure that had Pornhub on it first, but hey ho.
Calling him out. He's a brave man. Maybe he's just giving himself some inspiration of how he's going to absolutely doing something to Kiddy.
No reach around, no lube.
No reach around, just raw dogging.
Oh, we are
I've thrown all filters out the window today.
Paul is going to be so mad at us.
He's going to have to beep everything. Maybe I'll try and play a game of how much can I get Paul to beep out what I say.
Or he's just going to have to find 10 minutes of intro before we can start talking like that.
Paul's now, this when we realised that Paul deliberately muted us because he knew we were going to be talking like this.
Yeah. Definitely his fault he started it and nothing to do with me.
Alrighty, so looks like there is a Chaos in the opening hand for Alex. I'm just going to give him the thumbs up.
Yeah. There we go. And away
we go. Going to go straight for a Unalesca and pass.
And we're going to go straight to Chaos and pass, I'm sure. Nah, I'm just kidding. There goes lightning there, and there is the Chaos.
Here's one.
So we're going to be aiming for a discard 2.
There's one monster, a Chaos, 2 Chaos.
And he's hit.
There's the Raijin.
He doesn't hit the Fujin.
No Fujin. Do we have a second Chaos? We do indeed.
And Esso.
And we go again. So now he's hit the monsters, so we are going to have enough to Chaos effect for discard 2.
No Fujin again,
though.
though.
No Fujin though, so they're not. So he will have haste.
Yep, so there's the damage.
So double damage. We definitely don't mind seeing those guys go to damage. 2 dead cards in James's hand.
I still think the major problem with this card right here is still the discard 2 effect is disgusting.
So, and there's the discard 2. Ooh, getting rid of the Shiva. Bang.
Oh.
Ooh, is he going for the dull and draw? I just killed the Raijin. Yeah, kill that Raijin. So this is a lovely new piece that Ice got this set in the form of this Mateus, which slows that Chaos deck all the way down. So
there it is, just for you lovely folks at home.
Yeah, 100% correct to kill there. That Chaos did not have haste, so it would have been a trap to die.
Yeah, exactly that.
And I do think we've got a G deleter, and I think we've got a Laswell. So maybe we just.
I'm more interested in seeing what is in Alex's hand there. It looks like he's got the...
So here comes the Laswell. So we will get a dull freeze on the Chaos.
It looks like he's got the new Earth Warrior in hand there.
I'd have been semi-tempted to maybe play the G deleter, get to 4 backups. It turns a Victoria online for your next turn. But I can't see what the other cards in James's hand is. But he's definitely survived the early storm of Chaos, so we're going to find out now. So, okay, we're just going to discard down.
Oh, he almost got rid of the fire card.
Yeah.
Oh, he got rid of the Clive, though.
So he does get rid of the Clive. And on the stack, he's going to lightning effect in. So gets rid of a lightning and pays 1 CP to play this lightning onto the field.
Not going to lie, this lightning actually did a lot of work for me in the pre-release, and I think it might be kind of slept on as a card. It's very tricky to deal with.
I mean, it's definitely strong in this matchup. So the question is, do you attack with the lightning here? I mean,
it doesn't get blocked. In no way does it get blocked.
It doesn't get blocked, but at the same time, then I feel like you just get Surgist on your next turn.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I think he should have played the G Deleter, set himself up for playing any sort of Victorias and things like that.
Well, we do hit another EX.
There is a Shiva. That is going to be extra CP. Is it going to be enough to help us out here?
Well,
I think we've got a Rufus, so we could just pitch 2 for the Rufus, leaving the Shiva in hand. We'll probably have enough ice characters then to... we'll have enough ice characters then to do a Shiva and bounce it back to our hand.
And you could probably keep the lightning out here as well, which would be quite nice. So the Rufus doesn't feel like a bad choice.
So let's just having a think here. So I feel like the Rufus, it buys you some more time. You're going to end up having to take another point of damage.
Yeah, and I think that might be the decision he's leaning towards, but it's whether he keeps that key Shiva in hand, which it looks like he does. No, he's getting.
So he's going to go in for Victoria on the lightning, I imagine. We're going to see a Victoria Surgis here.
I mean, it's a way to build bodies and take out some folk at the same time, so it's not terrible.
There goes that lightning. Oh no, it was a Jill. It was a Jill as his next card, so he's going to double freeze that Chaos. Gives him some time as well, so if Alex was to be so brazen as to attack with this cloud, he's leaving himself open to a primed Jill next turn. So has he got a way of dealing with this? I feel like we've drawn another Chaos, maybe? Oh no, we're pitching 4.
Another...
we're playing the lightning. So we're going to get a dull and draw. I mean, yeah, you dull the Victoria here. Because your whole point is you're trying to get Kitty to 6. Because he's already at 4. And he's about... And so you're not going to... Because you just need to get 1 damage away. And then there's a Chaos. Last card in hand.
For S effect, right?
For S effect for game.
Yeah, that'll do the job. That is
1, 2,
all
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Just enough in deck just to get it there.
And that's going to be the 6 point damage. Doesn't look like James would have had any help on the draw. And bang, there it is. Yeah, so as predicted, that was a quick one.
Yeah, it was.
And to be fair to James, he did weather the early storm, but yeah, Chaos showing he's got legs.
Yeah, absolutely that. I mean, that new lightning, is it a game changer for the deck? I'm not entirely sure, but
yeah,
I
do think we missed a point doing that G Deleter, because if we'd done the G Deleter, we'd have had 2 backups. It'd have been far easier to go Jill into Shiva, because you got 2 odd costed things that you can pay off the 2 backups. So
let's find out, because it looks like they're shuffling up. Check if they're doing it.
It was a quick one, and although it was a bit of a one-sided affair, I don't think James was a million miles away from stabilising.
Yes, they were like, do we have time? There's still 23 minutes on the round clock. So
they will probably finish a best of 3 before everyone else finishes their games.
Yeah. Shout out to Abby Sire for joining us from Australia as well.
Hey!
Appreciate you tuning in. I know it won't mean...
Like you win the game for furthest tuning in viewer.
Yep, exactly. And sadly, unless you're willing to come to Cardiff in December for CACTIMANIA, we have shown off already the championship belt, and you could win it if you want to come.
Yeah, it'd be a pretty thing to take all the way back. You might struggle getting it through customs. It's a pretty big deal. You might have to pay some serious tax on that.
Not just that, you probably need security to get you through.
Yeah. I'll happily volunteer as some shade-wearing security if you fly me back to Australia with you. And even better, if you win it, you have to fly all the way back to the UK, because if you win, you get a free ticket to the Winter Cup.
Exactly, which is happening in February, so keep your eyes out on that one.
Get that one in the diary. So here we go. James starting with the play and going for a nice Emina Torgal opening. Ooh, Roche. for free.
Roche and Chaos in turn 1. But was it Duff earlier saying that people sleeping up Roche is a way to lose? Well,
it's now been on stream twice.
Yeah.
So we've hit the Fujin, and it looks like we've hit enough Chaos and monsters. Definitely hit enough Chaos and monsters. So we're not going to have haste here, but we are going to have first strike on the Fujin. But the Roche will be able to attack in. So it's going to be 1 point of damage from the Chaos, and then discard 2. So there goes the hand. And then Roche is going to come in, and it's a Shiva.
That's it, yeah.
And we're going to warp an Astinian to end.
Adam, just so you know, for February, Winter Cup, as far as we know, should be in the sort of February region. We don't know where, we don't know when, but whenever it's happening, if you come first, win the championship, we will pay for your entry ticket to wherever it's being held. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that one.
Yeah, free ticket to Winter Cup if you can come down and take that belt. But that is not the reason why you're playing. You're playing for that belt.
Yeah,
we keep talking about it, but man, it's worth it.
The official, and I will say this again, official, 1 of 1, nowhere else seen in the world, championship belt playmat. What more could you want?
Right, so Astinian has now come in, and we've got lightning. So that's going to be a dull, and we're going to get a draw.
Yeah. Steve, as far as we know, yes, I know Alec was telling everyone it was going to be February at London, but I wasn't there, so I'm just going by what I'm being told.
Astinian.
So,
lightning.
And is it over
Chaos.
again? Wow. Chaos.
And just like that.
It is over. Again.
Another close game.
Was it though?
Absolutely not. No, ironically, I think James put up more of a fight in that first game.
Yeah. Cool. I mean,
how many times can you watch a puppy get kicked on stream?
Kitty is no puppy.
He's no puppy.
Sure. That is for sure.
The decks are being put away.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll maybe get an interview in a moment. But should we show off this mat again? I want to hold it.
If you're tuning in on YouTube, you won't have seen this yet. So let's show it off.
So here's our faces, but the real thing of beauty. I mean,
don't rip it.
Oh, look at this.
Look at that. Oh. I'm just using the excuse to touch Fish's chest.
To the right of it. But there it is. In all its glory.
Upside down.
It is a long one, isn't it? Oh, wait. There you go. I did the same thing as Paul did. It is in all of its glory. It's
got that fresh pack smell.
Yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. This is what you're playing for. It's a 1 of 1 only. There are other prices, obviously, but this is what you want. And no, Steve, it's not going on your bathroom floor. I will keep saying that. Hopefully it stays in Cardiff, but
yeah, well, regardless of where it ends up, you will be seeing this mat at tournaments to come because it screams I'm that person.
Yeah.
Round 1, any big tournament, you just put down, yep, this is me, this is my belt.
Champ, yeah. Now, whether we put on like a you must defend it next year sort of clause, I'm not sure yet, but I like that idea.
I don't know, but I am definitely keen to be running this as a yearly event.
Yeah.
If it goes well.
And if you guys love it as well, we'd love to hear from you.
So share us the love because this event, and it's worth mentioning, this event is coming fully from the Cymru Cactuars. We're sponsoring it all out of our own pockets, adding into the prize support. So obviously the Great Firestorm Games are very kindly hosting us. But yeah, do show us the love because there is a lot of decent prize support. There's going to be a great little prize table that you can win prizes from throughout the weekend, as well as lots of packs on offer. Old sets, new set, we'll have it all.
Well, talking of the side events, what have we got? Well, biggest one, Sunday Night Rares on the Sunday. It is Rares only, never before seen format, I guess, which should be interesting.
Yeah, so we know there's big fans of the Pauper and Commons only, so we're just taking it up a notch, Rares only.
Yeah.
Actually, we think Commons are too powerful. We just need Rares.
I mean, have you seen some of these priming Rares that we got at the moment? Anyway.
And also, later, can I assume there is a stream? Oh, boy, is there a stream.
It'll be us.
We're hosting the usual shenanigans. Fish and Jacko.
Yeah, what we're going to do yet, we don't know. We haven't discussed that, but there will be a stream. Rest assured, you can tune in and see our lovely faces and my poor voice.
Yeah. So if for whatever reason you're stupid enough to not come to the event, it will be live. And not only that, it's going to be starting pretty much as soon as the World Stream finishes. So you can watch the World Stream, watch all the best players in the world go head to head, and then you can watch all the second best players in the world go head to head straight afterwards.
Extraordinarily sleep deprived, I'm sure you will be, but we'll be still here.
And we'll be there going through it with you.
Exactly that. So guys, we're going to take a short break now, and we're going to go on through to round 3, so we'll be back shortly.
See ya. And of course, it wouldn't be a stream without the interview of the round winner, Mr. Alex. Pretty one-sided affair.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with Chaos. It either feels like, one-sided for one player or another.
Sure. But to be fair to James, particularly game 1, it looked like he maybe weathered that early storm.
Well, that's the thing. I think the mono ice matchup as it is, it's certainly not a free win for Chaos.
Sure.
I was quite concerned about things like Anima, for example. If he dumps his hand out, dulls and freezes all my stuff, and he can then start to pull back in. EX bursts as well, the big kind of thing for Chaos. Yeah. So he hit 2 EX bursts. Had he hit maybe a one which might have been a little bit more consequential to my forwards, then it could have swung the other way. Yeah. But just being able to make sure he's not playing on high resources is the big thing. Because if he does get to the point where he's starting to play his big threats, then the game ends.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think James maybe tried a bit too hard to starve your resources. He used Unalaska. I think actually maybe just going to 2 backups there would have been better. Can play Victoria on curve.
Yeah.
Also means that he could Jill and Shiva the same turn.
Well, that was the thing. Again, if he gets to the Shiva, that's big bad news. That's no hand for me plus no forwards.
So he had that point as well where I think at the end where he had the Jill and the Victoria up, and it's like, which one I dealt with lightning? I was like, you obviously dealt with the Victoria because he has to block with whatever he does because he can't go to 6 because you just S-effect and win.
And I did.
And
so that's the thing with Chaos. It's just it will get you in times where you think you will maybe have a chance. Nope. You always got to think you're on 2 more damage than you are.
Well, and I think it's the big thing that's sort of come with the deck, and there are some new pieces that have come. So when everyone thinks of the Chaos, they often think, look, you splurge your load, you play the Chaos, you get the discards, you get some damage in, you get some falls on the board. And then people forget about the newer things like the lightning that can just out of nowhere.
Well, that's the thing. I think it doesn't play many new cards. It's like you say, it's got the list I was playing has 3 of the new Earth lightning. One because there's 3 more lightnings for the multi-element one, but also it's a removal spell, and also then just a surprise attacker at the end. It's like
pseudo haste light. End of turn.
Exactly. And the list we're playing, we're not playing any of the ice cards because we found the magical Christmas land of Gilgamesh hit you a million times or whatever. There's so many times where it just rots in your hand, or you mill them all over, or so we thought, well, if we're playing cards like Roche and Astinian, they're pseudo.
Do the same thing.
Well, they're pseudo real cards that make it easier to cast, and also means you can use them to cast your limit break as well. And the limit break is just it's a really big tool. Be able to play a cloud to get rid of the one blocker they were able to play, or Luna Freya. Turn on Luna Freya just to find the Chaos.
You don't necessarily need the Victoria because you got the cloud. You don't need that much removal because you're starving of resources.
You tend to just need one extra piece, and the limit break usually provides that.
I did see that Behemoth, the new monster Behemoth.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that you have to play a certain amount of monsters to be able to guarantee you're going to.
Why wouldn't you?
And Behemoth, there's times where you play the Behemoth and it's like, well, yeah, okay, that's with Astinian, you're dead.
Yeah.
So it has the kind of plan B of just play some aggressive lightning forwards, and then Behemoth can kind of steal an extra couple of points of damage there.
Nice. And anything you're then worried about for the new set? Is this a deck you're thinking about for Cactimania, or just want to give it a go and see where it's at?
I think the raw power of it is undeniable. Maybe there are some games which feel a bit one-sided for either player, but I think if you're trying to win tournaments, if you're thinking I need to be playing the most powerful thing, it's definitely in contention in my eyes.
Oh yeah, I mean it is the aggro deck, the format.
Oh yeah,
and it has been last time.
It works on such a different axis from all the other aggro decks that we've seen recently. If you think back, when Cat 13 was the big aggro decks, that's still just playing forwards and backups. This is just
doing doing the same thing and discarding hand and,
Yeah,
and
it's
direct
just,
damage.
and it feels like you're kind of doing everything and nothing at the same time, which is it's a really strange deck. And it's not infallible. It does have a fail rate. There are times where you mulligan into a hand of Cleones and Behemoths and go, what am I doing? But then there's games where you just win on turn 1 or 2 and you go, why wouldn't I play anything else?
And that's the nature of a card game. I mean, all decks have a time where you will break, you will not be able to play out the things.
100%. And again, you kind of have to just if you do want to play this, especially for a long tournament, you need to go in knowing that if you lose to yourself, that's what you're signing up for.
Sure. Yeah.
You can't really be disappointed if that happens. That's what the deck does. The payoff for that is that there are those games where you just feel like you cannot. Like that second game, was
different. Just ridiculous. Different story. James got the chance to go first as well. Extra cards in hand, got double backups.
Well, that's the thing is Chaos actually we found wants to go second because that extra card usually can represent an extra point of damage. Yeah. Especially with cards like Roche that you want to play before anything else. You don't want to see later on. Yeah. But you still need to be able to have the resources to play Chaos and activate it.
And do other things, yeah. Well, if it's not you piloting, I think we'll definitely be seeing it at CACTIMANIA. I'd be surprised if we don't.
Some people will pick it up, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks for showing us on stream, showing it around. We're going to go to be right back and catch you soon for round 3.